On today's episode of WBRGarage, the R6M becomes rideable. Today's gonna be awesome. Watch out for flames. But before we get to that point, we are here in the beginning of the episode. Sorry for the reversing of time. So guys, if you guys watched our last episode, we got everything done on the bike that we wanted to get done. Bruh, absolutely. We've got a lot of really awesome stuff installed. The bike is looking fantastic. And the only thing we wanted to do that we ran out of time for were these Giles rear sets. These boys are not cheap, but they are fantastic. So we're gonna start today's episode with getting those rear sets on. And if we get everything done today that we want to get done, the bike will be rideable. Hopefully that intro teased it enough. We will find out. So in today's video, here's the stuff that we're gonna be installing on the R6. So obviously, like I said, we have the rear sets from Giles. Also from Giles, we've got chain adjuster. We've got a 520 sprocket, rear sprocket, front sprocket, and a 520 chain to install. Driven spools, and my bag kind of got ripped open, but we have titanium sprocket bolts. Those I cannot wait to see what they look like getting on. So guys, our order of operations today is kind of be jumping all over the bike. Oh, I forgot one of the coolest things. We're finally installing the Dunlop Q5S's. Dunlop sent these out weeks ago. Obviously, I was waiting till this driving episode to get those installed, so we finally get to use the wheel and tire machine that just sit in the garage all the freaking times. Today's gonna be an action-packed episode. We are on a time crunch. We've only got a few hours to work today before Pat's out of here, and I don't like working alone. So, let's get to this episode. Also, hi, I'm Chase. This is WBRGarage. This is the show where we turn motorcycles into dream bikes and then we give them away to you guys. If you guys want to win this 2018 Yamaha R6, all you gotta do, WBRGarage.com. You can either get a membership or you can get merch like this shirt. We got hoodies, hats, all types of stuff over there. If you get a membership or you get merch, anything you get over there will automatically get you guys entries to win the motorcycle. The earlier you get in, the more entries you can win and the better chance you have at winning this finalized beauty. She's gonna be sick. So check it out over there. If it wasn't for all the people that supported us over there, we would not be able to do this show. So if you're already supporting us, you're awesome. If you're not yet, why aren't you over there? Anyway, you could be one of these people watching us live, because we live stream filming these episodes. Also, before we get going, motivationusa.com. Those guys are our build partner for this season. They gave us over $6,000 of premium stuff for this R6 that we've been installing this entire episode. We have a discount code for you guys. That's why we have them on as a build sponsor. You guys can save some cash. Links in the description down below. We love those guys. We know you guys will too. Pat, stop looking at gear. Let's get over here and build a motorcycle.
Listen, man.
I have an update. On the last episode, do you remember that I realized we didn't have bar ends?
Yeah. Did you get bar ends?
Not yet, but they're coming in on Saturday.
That's tomorrow.
I know,
We're
but
not going to be here.
I messaged Motivation. I was like, hey, I totally forgot about bar ends. And my guy over there is like, I got you. They're going to be there on Saturday. And I'm like, I love you guys. I want to start out with the rear sets because we didn't get to do those on the last episode. So that is where we are starting. We didn't have a lot of time then. We're going to start there today. So first off, how much do the rear sets cost? They cost.
Yes.
They ain't cheap. Whoo! You guys, hold your wallet real quick.
Hold your butts.
These Giles rear sets are $450.02. I don't know about you, but I got high expectations out of a set of rear sets that cost $420 or $450. Also, that means the build cost of this bike is now that. So I think we're getting on the last episode.
Quick math. I think we're over 18 now.
I was about to say
That's gonna get us close to 18.6. I think.
On the last episode, I remember when I was editing the final bit of it, I saw 17 grand, and I'm like, oh my god. So we're definitely going to be into the 18 game now. Let's get these rear sets unboxed and installed. Dude, these guys make some legit stuff.
Gillies?
Gillies?
That's pronounced.
Sorry, Giles. I didn't know you were called Gillies. Like a suit?
I mean, spelled differently.
Like the sniper suit?
Yeah, similar.
Alrighty guys, before I show you the brake side rear set, we've moved on to the shifter side, but in taking apart the old shifter linkage and rear set, we're going to take advantage and go ahead and get our old front sprocket taken off and put the new one on, because otherwise this little shift rod's going to block everything. So it makes sense to do this now. Ooh, is this the shiny? Look at the cleanliness, we love it. The fun part is gonna be taking off the current front sprocket with no chain. So I can't wait to see what happens next. Pat's already having a great day. Also, fun facts, because you guys know we love the previous owner, that bolt in the bottom is entirely stripped. It's totally fine. We've got a T30 or whatever we stuck in there. Let's get to work, boys. All right, boys.
God, consummate professional, baby.
Now look.
This is gonna suck so bad.
I know it is, and I need you guys to just back up, Pat. I'm gonna.
He's got the big end.
I love that you think that's gonna work.
Though it hasn't always been me, I've done bike builds, and this part sucks balls. I'm not saying it's gonna work. I'm saying in the past, it has before. And that's all I'm rocking out right now. Okay, well, we're filming, so
Gird
whatever.
your loins.
Are we in? Oh, man. I don't really want to put it into gear.
No, because you can some serious shit up doing that.
I know.
You have somebody hold the rear brake.
Wow.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Terrifying.
I don't want to say that we loosened that when the chain was on, but if I remember correctly,
I don't.
there was a conversation of let's go ahead and loosen that because we all own motorcycles. This part sucks ass. And I'm relatively certain we were like, hey, let's do that.
Oh my god.
Alrighty guys, our new front sprocket is on there. If you guys are wondering, I'm not gonna tell you how much all that stuff costs until we get the chain and the rear sprocket because it's a whole little kit thing. So price will update then. Here's where we're at. I know we're doing a lot of jumping, but it's kind of just the most efficient way to do everything we're doing today. Now that we have access to the front sprocket that we're gonna need anyway, we need to run the chain, and to run the chain, we need to already install the new rear sprocket. Now, the dominoes continue to fall. To install the rear sprocket, we need to remove the rear wheel, and then while we have the rear wheel off to install the rear sprocket, we are also going to install the new rear tire. So all of this kind of works together. So our next order of operations is spools in. I'll show you guys those in a second. Bike up, rear tire out, all the stuff on the rear tire, and eventually we'll get the rear wheel back put on, chain ran, chain pressed on, and then we can continue from the current point we are at. So let's get to it. First thing we need is little driven spools. If you guys don't know these spools, they allow you to use a rear stand on your motorcycle to pop the rear tire up. They just go in these little holes, and you can use a pit bull stand like this, it just pops the bike up. Let me get you guys a price total. And of course, you know, we're not noobs here. We got blue spools. They're gonna match the bike. It's gonna look sick. Spools, 36 bucks to the total. Not too bad. Spools, and then we're gonna get that tire off. The amount of crust in here makes me feel like...
Yeah, it just spins the... We're not even getting the nut off, we're spinning the stud out.
So we're hand doing it.
That one went. Yeah, you're still just spinning it out.
Let's see if we have any WD-40 that we can put on the threads,
Yeah.
and then even with that, we're gonna have to put WD-40 here on the side, and then we're gonna have to run it in a little bit, and like to get it to catch the liquid. Yeah, so along there, and then from the top, and I'll try to. Yeah, that's probably good. And now I'm gonna go back on.
Yeah, you're spinning the whole thing.
Okay. And the whole thing's coming off again. Fuck. I could feel it loosen a little bit from the...
Yeah, I saw it when you were going on.
I think I'm gonna use power. Yeah, I'm gonna use super. I'm gonna go tight now, but then I'm gonna do power tool to get, and hopefully it like breaks off. Not breaks off, but like... Alrighty, I messed up. I didn't tell you guys to watch to find out what eventually is gonna happen that goes wrong, and it did. So, you guys probably watched from the other camera. We're having a problem getting this bolt out, and after evaluating the situation, we found out why. If you guys look at that bolt, there's a nick taken out of the very end of it. I'm trying to get the focus working. Hold on. So you guys notice that little nick at the very end of that bolt? So basically this nut that's on the end keeps getting to that point, locking up, and then it starts bringing out the entire thread. So we're currently trying to figure out what to do. We don't know if we have enough. We have a tap and die kit. We're gonna grab that now to see if that works, to try to like tap that out or whatever the it is. We don't know if that'll work. We're gonna try it, but that damage that's happened on this thread is just making this bolt lock, or this nut lock when it gets to the top. And then with that lock, it just pulls the threaded thing all the way out. So we're trying to figure that out, and if we figure it out, we'll update you, and otherwise, I'll come back crying later. Pat got the tap and die kit out. Oh, that's a good point. Pat brought up the fact of, why don't we just pull it all the way out, and then you send it back in when we have the new sprocket on. But as you guys can see, we've got these really cool super light titanium sprocket nuts that I think are absolutely sick. And while they're not crazy expensive, I just love the look of them. So I would like to get this out so we can fix it. So we're gonna go from there. I'll update you guys when we have something to update about. Alright guys, as you guys can see, Pat's trying to clear out the threads of that bullshit. Here's where we are. The nut is stuck on here. And before we just order a new stud and call it a day, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a few cuts in this nut, like one at every 25-degree angle. We're gonna put it in the vise, and we're gonna try to get a chisel and break the nut off without damaging the threads anymore. And then we'll go from there. So this is our last thought. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're kind of out of ideas at this point. So we'll see what happens. All right, well that plan went to shit really quickly. Sorry guys, just working through this. So I realized when we got this out, we were talking about maybe cutting this nut so it will, you know, when we can like chisel or break it off. But we realized by doing that, it's going to cause another issue with the next nut that goes on. It'll just have the same problem. So this sucks because the bike looks like that, wheels off, can't really do anything right now. So, and this is integral to moving forward with this. So what we're gonna have to do is, our buddies over at McMaster Car again, where's my giant yellow book? We got the old working yellow pages, boys. So we've got to find in this book a stud with these exact dimensions. And once we get that stud, which, I mean, these guys were shipped out like fantastic. So once we get that stud, we can put it on, and then we just throw this piece of shit away. Unfortunately, that means we go to the next day. And for you guys, that's 2 seconds, and for us, it's an entire weekend. Fug. All right, guys, it's been a couple days. We are back with some freaking awesome news. So we left you guys with 2 problems. One, we had a shift rod that did not connect, but what we did was order this Heim joint. Keep having a problem with it. We ordered this Heim joint from our guys over at McMaster Car, and would you know, it fits perfectly. We're gonna be installing that here in a minute. That's towards the end. And the very important thing, this little boy right here. We found some that looked close on McMaster Car, but we found out that if we ordered this through our local dealer, we could get it on Tuesday, which we did.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Our buddy Jeff. If you watch this, we love you a long time. This is the actual OEM part. It cost that, adding that to the bill total. And that is going to go back into here. To hell with wherever that other one is. Audio is going to be a little different, guys. We don't have a ton of time for filming today, so we're using on-camera mics. Hopefully they sound good. So we're going to get back to it now. We're going to get the new sprocket put on, our new super light sprocket, our super light sprocket nuts. If you guys notice, look at that, titanium. They're incredibly light. Okay, we're going to get them installed. We're going to get the Dunlop tires, the Q5? FQ5S's, the Speedy Boys. Check those things out. We are only going to do the rear today. We're going to be doing the front in the next episode. We got a lot of stuff to do, guys. We're going to get to it. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated as much as possible. Let's go, team! Woo! Alrighty, guys, new rubber on. Pat, nice job. You freaking killed that. Alrighty, so guys, what these dudes are doing right now, Pat warned us about this the other day. Instead of putting in these guys in the back, we should have put them in here, because what we have to do now is, before we get the new tire put on, we have Gillies chain adjusters, which are going to replace this area. These are going to go here. These guys are going to get that handled, and while we do have one of these stands, I have a brand new one that I want to try out.
Ooh.
I've actually had this brand new one for quite a while. Haven't got to check it out yet. Haven't had a need for it. Now I do. Oh my God, that's enough. I think I got this off of Amazon. Oh, hey, this one comes with gloves. Hold on, I have to finish this in these gloves now. Look at the brand new boy. Guys, check out the new stand. Pat, where's that old one? Guys, look at the difference in a brand new one of these stands. This is the brand new one, obviously. Look at that sad sack of shit.
Hey.
It has seen such a hard life. It's okay, bud. We're not getting rid of you. We're just
replacing you.
Shut up, Pat. Don't tell him that. Jeez. If you guys need a bike stand like that, we got a link in the description for you. All right. Gotta get this bike up. Alrighty guys, rear spools are moved to the front slots, as you guys can see. And now we have access to install these cool ass Gillies chain adjusters. check those out. These guys are basically going to be replacing this little bracket here. So it'll be replaced with that, which is going to be awesome because now we're going to have these little black accents that are going to move to the bottom of the motorcycle and it'll look way better and match all the fancy stuff we got. All right, we're going to get these things installed. It's a pretty simple install and move on to the next thing. Oh, sorry, price check. Gillies chain adjusters, boom, build, boom. Guys are adjusting our Gillies chain adjusters all the way up, right? Since we have a new chain. Obviously, when you're installing a new chain, you adjust it all the way up because the chain will get bigger and the wheel will go back as the life of the chain goes. Other updates that we didn't end up filming, we have this chain guard. It's just OEM. We had it over here. I'll try to find the price and add it there to the build cost. Also, we have this old other piece of the chain guard. We have a brand new one here. We're gonna get that installed here in a second. Obviously the chain is gonna run on this little guard. The one that was on there looked absolutely terrible, so we literally just chunked that thing. So that's an update. This process, Pat, looks a little time consuming there.
Yeah, it's extremely easy. It just takes forever.
Also to note, you guys will notice I did have to take off the left rear set to get this kind of slotted in there. I was kind of stressing that I was going to have to take the swing arm off or something, but after the rear set was taken off, I was able to just kind of like pop it in there, so that one's good. We're going to get the bolt sent through there, and we're going to keep on trucking. Alrighty guys, check the gold chain out with the super light sprocket. We got the super light sprocket, we've got the titanium sprocket bolts, the DID gold chain that goes to the fantastic looking new front sprocket. Everything's looking beautiful. We got the new rear set on. Also, something we're going to do on another video, we found out that this little red piece, a lot of you guys are probably like, red? What the hell? This bike has no red on it. They include, look at this, look at this little gold pieces. So those slot in to where all the red pieces are. We're going to be doing that, but we're kind of rushing today. So that's where we are now. Now, the next thing we got to do, put the cover back on here, which is right here. We've got all the bolts ready to go. Then we can start reassembling this shifter and show you guys the piece we got from McMaster Car that's gonna make everything work. We're gonna get going and then we'll talk you through it after it's put on and we'll show you all the pieces. Let's go. McMaster Car saved the freaking day. Pat, you're a beautiful son of a bitch for thinking about it. Look at that face. Guys, Pat, do it for him. Do it for the boys and the girls out there.
So what we did is we managed to look at the old Heim joint, which is a spherical ball joint inside of basically a metal casing, which is great. So we were able to find one with the thread pitch that matches our shift rod, but still the same internal diameter. So we've got that all snugged up. It's gonna work no problem. And everything works as it should.
Hell yes, my guy. Give us a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Something while the DJ revolves it. Let's cut to a montage of all the stuff we just did because it's time to clean up the lift. I'm gonna get on the bike after it warms up and I'm gonna go around the parking lot just to make sure everything works okay, because if that does work, the bike is rideable. Okay, we've been letting the bike warm up. It sounds good. I'm gonna go get a helmet on and then I'm gonna do a little parking lot lap, cause she's rideable. Boys, I think we got a running motorcycle, god dang it. Woo! Yes. Thank you, Jesus. And my friends, with that, this episode is over. We have a running and functioning Yamaha R6M. This helmet looks dope. My God. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was a little more hectic on me and the guys, but it's okay. We persevered and we made it freaking through. If you guys are at this point in the video, put OC in your comment. Let us know what you guys are thinking about the bike. It is so exciting to be able to get on it. I know it's not done yet, but we're getting there. And if you guys want to win the bike, WBRGarage.com is how you do it. If you can get some merch, we got shirts, we got hats, all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. Merch or memberships, anything gets you entries to win that beautiful thing right there. Nice freaking job. The motorcycle is right. Look at Christian. He's so focused. It's so good. It is so good. Oh, guys. So make sure to hit that like button for getting that bike rideable, guys. And we will see y'all on the next one. Also, I need to make this my motovlogging helmet. What do you guys think? You gonna stick with that? Pat's stuck. Oh no, we gotta reset him. Hey Pat, oh no! I literally thought you were gonna fall back and I was like, not on camera. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Later.